Hi, welcome to the Quiet Zone. I'm your host, Susan Patang, and today we're going to talk about a special formula that you can use to deal with the stresses of life. And I'm opening up the screen share right now. Life 101, the coping skills your parents didn't teach you. Watch this video and you will get a tool that you can use to stop feeling frustrated and start waking up happy in the morning for a change. So what does that look like? How do we make that work? This is the formula that I use to successfully manage my anxiety and depression. I spent many years sabotaging myself at work and at home. I messed up so many relationships with my neediness and my lack of self-esteem. And my poor kids, they thought I was unstable. I would go from one thing to another thing to another thing, just trying to feel good and to make myself enjoy life for a change. Medication and therapy did help, but what I really needed were tools. I needed tools to stay calm and focused at work. I needed tools to give my family what they needed without feeling resentful. I needed tools to stop feeling frustrated and overwhelmed and start waking up happy in the morning for a change. I needed a tool that was going to help me feel comfortable in my own skin so that I could tackle the days when it was all hitting the fan with confidence. My parents never taught me the coping skills I needed. They were too busy dealing with their own stuff. And that happens to a lot of us. Through no fault of your parents necessarily, but life gets in the way and we don't always learn some of the coping skills and tools that we need to have to get through life in one piece. So I did a ton of research and I came up with this Life 101 formula. And I'm really glad that you're watching this video because now I can share it with you. You're going to find that using the Life 101 formula is going to help you handle work stress and enjoy your work more. You're going to find that your frustration and overwhelm levels are going to decrease dramatically. Your relationships with friends and family are going to improve. You're going to get through tough days in one piece, even when it's all hitting the fan, and you're going to feel enthusiastic and hopeful about life again. And that is huge. That is a huge part of finding peace and happiness in life, is feeling hopeful, isn't it? Here it is. Mindful plus grateful times positive equals happy and peaceful. That's it. That's all it is. I know you're saying, I already know that. I already do that. Okay, but I promise you, if you're watching this video, you probably feel overwhelmed and frustrated with life. And I doubt that you're doing these things, these skills in a way that are going to help you feel better. So keep watching. I'm going to show you how to apply mindfulness, gratitude, and positivity into your life in a way that will give you happiness and peace. And if you watch till the end, I have a free gift for you. Okay, so number one, mindful. The past is gone. We can't go back and change anything. We can have happy reminiscing about things that we had in the past, and we can learn the lessons from what happened in the past, but it's gone. We can't change it. The future isn't here yet. And yes, we can plan for it all we want, and it's good to have plans. We need to plan what we want our life to look like, but we can't pin our happiness and our peace on something that may or may not happen in the future. How many times have you said to yourself, you know what, I'm going to be happy when I move here, or I get that job, or I have this thing. Okay. And then when you get it, it's not, you're not happy. You don't feel it. Okay. What we plan for may or may not happen, and it may not happen the way we've planned. So the only thing that is real is right now. Being mindful simply means that we are aware, engaged with, immersed in, and focused on this moment right now. Practice that. Look around you. Where are you? Notice what's going on in your environment. Look at your environment through the eyes of somebody who's never been there before, which now brings us to grateful. Okay. We're going to be noticing all these new things that we weren't paying attention to before. Okay. Now think about this. If we brought Ben Franklin back from the past and sat them down on the couch to watch Netflix with us, he'd have a heart attack, wouldn't he? We take little things like that for granted every day. All those things that you're not now going to start noticing because you're being mindful, we take them for granted every day. And gratitude changes everything. Think about that. The technology we use, clean water from the faucet, bathrooms, coffee, that's mine, all the wonderful things in nature. Have you ever stopped to really look closely at a flower or a tree? Sure, we're grateful for all the big stuff in life. Okay. We're grateful for our house and our job and our home and our family. Of course, we're all grateful for those things. I want you to find the gratitude, the wonder, the awe, and amazement in all the things that surround you, all the minutiae, all the little tiny things that you normally pass by and don't notice every day. And now we're going to put in a splash of positivity. If we're staying focused on the moment, doesn't it just make logical sense to find the best in it, right? That just makes sense, doesn't it? So does everything in your life feel hard, feel like a chore? Is it overwhelming or annoying? You feel like you're slogging through molasses every day? Well, let me ask you this. How do you want to feel? Let's turn those negative thoughts and attitudes around. Every cloud has a silver lining, even if it's only that you survived a negative time or a negative experience in one piece. Look for the lessons that you learned from those hard situations. Pat yourself on the back for being a battle-tested warrior queen. If you've survived everything that you've gone through in your life, you can survive anything. So if you find something annoying, okay, find something good about it. What lesson do you learn from it? What do you get to do because you've experienced this? You're standing in line in the supermarket. What a pain in the butt that is. We all hate that, right? But now you've got an extra 5 minutes to do a 5-second meditation or to do some deep breathing or to read the rude magazines that are in the stand by the register. You know what I'm talking about. There's so much fun. Think about the good stuff that you can do in that 5-minute time. There's your positive. Okay. Apply those positives to everything. Okay. Happiness and peace aren't goals that can be worked toward. You can either feel them or you don't. You can't decide to be happy, but you can choose to be mindful, grateful, and positive. So even if you're not really feeling them, try them on for size. Practice thinking in that way, one moment at a time, and consider that to be happiness training wheels. Because the byproducts of being mindful, grateful, and positive are happiness and peace. Now, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't be practical and pragmatic and take care of business. But while we're doing those things, we are going to find the good stuff in it. Okay. We're not going to ignore negatives. We're not going to go la, 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 and pretend they're not there. We're going to embrace them and make them part of our life and find something positive from them. And be mindful in the moment and find the gratitude. That's what's going to give you happiness and peace. Now, I promised you that I would give you a gift, and you have earned that at the end of this video. So as a thank you for watching, I want to give you a free 7-day subscription to Life 101 Daily Inspiration. Every day, you'll receive an email with inspirational quotes, stories, little bite-sized pieces of mindfulness and gratitude and positivity to not only start your day in a good way, but to help you get through the day and to help you move into that happiness and peace that we all want. It takes time to develop new habits. And that's what Life 101 Daily Inspiration is for, is to help you develop those new habits and remind you of the skills that you're trying to learn so that you can get to happiness and peace. So here's where you get it. thequietzonecoaching.com/life101. You do not need a credit card. All you need to give me, you don't even have to give me your name if you don't want to. I just need your email address so I know where to send it. Thank you so much for watching and for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful, awesome, amazing day. Namaste.